Today, Sir Sohan Roy will be interacting with us on the topic of career design, shaping your future beyond academics.
Very good morning to all. In 2017, I prepared a 183-page project report to start a Maritime Academy under Sharjah University and submitted to the government. But I was so busy with other projects and I never got a chance to visit the real project accomplishment. I heard about the facilities over here, and in fact, we honored the institute in the last ShipTech also. But today only I got the chance to come and see everything in reality. Believe me, I was shocked. Because every month we conduct this Maritime program in various maritime campuses, and I used to go and visit and see the facilities of various maritime academies. Not in a single academy I have seen the facility I have seen here. We should thank the mercy and vision of His Excellency. In fact, my journey started with areas from Sharjah only. That's why I have a commitment towards Sharjah to do something extra. In fact, my first priority is for the UAE. The students sitting here, they were not born when I came to UAE 33 years back. UAE was not to this shape at that moment. The maritime sector was not up to this shape, but this place is very close to my heart. I started my journey from Fujairah in Fairdale. Many times I used to be in Corfacan as part of my job. In fact, my movie shoot happened in the Corfacan offshore. So that way Corfacan is very close to my heart, and in fact it's a part of Sharjah also. I can proudly tell to the world that Sharjah is having the best maritime facility, maritime academy in the world. Hats off to you. You all should be proud to be a part of this academy. But it will be world number one only if the products from the academy proves that they are also the best. We can build the best in the world. We can have the best instructors, but the fate and the destiny of the institute is decided by the products coming out of the institute. And it is not only the technical qualities of the person or technical knowledge of the person that decides the maturity or the professionalism in him. The character, what he builds in him during the academic days, industry is looking at that character. If you are very good in the subject, but your character doesn't match with the pulse of the industry, what is the use? Your attitude, your commitment, your positive mindset to adjust with the problems in the industry, to solve it, these are all matters. But for that, you need to have a proper career design. And that career design doesn't end with academics. I was a victim of wrong career design. In fact, today you saw my daughter here talking. She was also a victim of wrong career design. I will tell you the story. My passion was always into the movies, but unfortunately, I became a naval architect. But I tried to redesign my career. I thought I can do something for the movie industry if I get a profession where I can accommodate movie also. That's why immediately after my naval architecture course, I decided to join Merchant Navy. So that 6 months I can sail, 6 months I can work in the film industry. But unfortunately, it was too late. Somehow I managed to get a slot in the Merchant Navy sector, and that first ship itself got a fire, and it was the only one escape from the engine room. All my third engineer, chief engineer, all died in that fire. And it became my first and last sailing. Later I sailed for many survey reasons. So it took almost 16 years for me to come back and do my first project in the visual media to start with the Marine Biz TV to create maritime contents, and it was the first TV channel for the maritime sector. And 2011, I released my first movie also. That also the story of mariners by showcasing the largest ship ever shown in a movie, distributed by Warner Brothers. Somehow I managed to accommodate both these together. And later, same thing happened with my daughter also. I thought I sent her to the best school, best university, Southampton University, to do the maritime integrated course in naval architecture. I thought she will come back and take the lead of our design division. We are the world's largest ship design firm. We have office in around 30 countries. So I thought that she'll be happy with that job. But I got the lifetime shock. She said, this is not her field. I was thinking, what is this? 50,000 hours of her life, the best lifetime, she spent in the academics for a wrong career design. Who is the loser? Who will take the responsibility? None of the people in the academics from the school or in the college called me or called her and checked what she is doing, whether she is happy after the course, whether she is placed or not. I told her to take a break for 6 months and redesign everything. Luckily, she got a father who can support her mentally, financially, everything. And within 6 months, she identified her right path. As she said, she wants to become a hypnotherapist. And she is now one of the leading hypnotherapists in Dubai. And she is heading our HR department also. She can read the mind of every employee in our company. She is happy with the job now. But this is not going to happen with every student in the academics. If you don't have a proper career design, you are going to be in a real mess. You will be the most unhappy person in the industry. If you are unhappy in the industry, who is going to suffer? Your employer is going to suffer. Whether it is in the private sector or the government sector, you are going to be a burden for the employer. If you are going to become an entrepreneur, if you are not happy with your job, that entrepreneurship also is going to be a failure. See, a country like UAE, which is run with more than 80% of the human resource from outside, they need powerful human resource to run on its own legs. And you are all the future. It is your responsibility. You should understand how much responsibility the government is expecting from you. You have some obligation. See, this country has given me everything. I believe that I have given justice to it. I could create thousands of job opportunities. I could generate billions for this nation. So, like me, it is your responsibility also to do something. Unfortunately, I am unlucky to have a UAE passport with me, even after 33 years. But you are all lucky who were born after me coming to UAE, and you are all born with the UAE passport. So you have more responsibility. So how you can do that justice or that obligation, how you can fulfill as the UAE nationality, that you need to think. I understand that majority of the students here, they're all from UAE. I heard 40% of the students are female also. I never saw such a participation in any of the maritime academies. Because normally, the maritime sector, the female participation is 2%. So this is going to be a revolution. When so many females join the maritime sector, you are going to prove to the world that this academy can show a different path. But the world will believe you only if you perform like the best professionals. By having just a degree will not satisfy the industry. Since you have the advantage of having the UAE passport, you may get a job very easily in all the government sectors. It doesn't mean that UAE will be really benefited unless your performance is better than the others. But how to improve your performance? It is you decide. To improve your efficiency, no one else can do anything. You need to plan yourself, you need to have your own career design. That's why we developed a tool called FSM. That's why we are giving this guidance to all the students. We can give you the guidance, we can give you the tool, everything, but if you don't practice it, there is no use. In FSM, we always say that time is the common God because it is common for everyone. Whatever religion you believe, you have only one thing in common, that is the time, 24 hours. It is common in you and me. But if you don't make use of that time properly, who is the loser? You are the loser. But how to make use of it? Very simple methods we have created. That is the 1:1:1 method. One for your body, one for your mind, and one for your karma. As a student, your job is the study is your karma. But how to do the career design? First of all, you need to have a 5-year plan. You need to divide these 5 years accordingly. Whatever you want to do in the 5 years, in the academics, in your soft skill development, better character design, how you can do it, and how to take care of your body. The basic physical training, everything the academy is providing here for 1 year. You have the hostel facility, everything. But you need to keep on continuing with that one. Because on board the ship, you have a different lifestyle. If you cannot continue with that one, after a few months you will say, I want to go for a short job. Then what is this academy for? Who will run the UAE ships? You need to take it with passion. I know that during the school days you never had an idea to join a maritime academy, but it is not too late to redesign it. Develop the passion. So for that, in the FSM, we have created the most powerful education method, that is the classroom theater training system. As a filmmaker, I can put a 200-page script into your brain in around 3 hours' time. Like Titanic movie, script is almost 180-page script. James Cameron put it into your brain in 3 hours, and still you remember the story, and you can tell the story to someone else also. That is also education. Why can't you learn everything in that format? Why can't you learn how to make this content? Nowadays, we are starting filling clubs in every school and colleges. It takes only 2 days for us to teach the student how to make a content. Now AI support is also there. Any content you can create. Content creation is more powerful than learning actually. Newton's law, if you create a content by yourself, you will never ever forget. You know the practical application. In the education, you need to understand that every minute you invest for your study is an investment. If there is no return for that one, what is the purpose of that investment? It is a loss. So you should not be bankrupt. You should understand the very purpose of education. If you are going to become a doctor, then what is the meaning of learning sin theta and cos theta? So like that, here anyway, your direction is already designed as the maritime sector. So you need to understand where exactly is your passion and talent in the maritime sector, where you want to go, which industry you want to go. You need to identify. You need to identify the video contents from it. Or with the support of AI, you need to start creating the AI contents. Next thing is, either you need to have a VR system or a theater classroom. For example, today we are sitting here, we are talking here. You have a projection here. Whatever in the theater classroom also, you are getting it. But what is the difference? Here, your mind is distracted. Your vision is distracted. We have an angular vision of 130 degrees. In a theater, when you watch a movie, you never think about your mobile. You forget about everything. Why? It's an acoustically designed system. No external sounds coming. Your brain can absorb sound from 2 hertz to 20,000 hertz. You need to arrest thousands of frequencies around you. You need to make sure that only the sound, what is to be put into your brain, should be given in a theater ambience. No echo, nothing should be there. It should be acoustically designed. The projection should be a 4K quality. Here, you have a projector, but in the daylight, it will not get registered in your brain. You forget about everything after a sleep. That's why the movies what you watch in a TV, you forget after some time. But the same thing, if you watch in the theater, you remember. That's why the movie makers always hate seeing their movie watched by the people in a TV. They want to see their creation is being watched in a theater. That's why after the release, if the movie is a failure, every filmmaker is upset. Nowadays, we have a facility to showcase it through the OTT, but unless they watch in a theater thing, that beauty is gone. Same way, your investment is your time for the education. Invest it at the right place. My humble request to the Chancellor also. You have all the facilities. You need to have at least one theater classroom. And we can make it in 2 weeks' time. We have the facility also for that one. Just provide us at least 1,000 square feet area. Half the area of this one, we will make a beautiful theater classroom. As a filmmaker, that is my humble request. If you have this theater and a film club here, I can make sure that next year your products quality will be on a different level. In a theater classroom, it's a supplementary education system. Whatever as per the current rules and regulations, you can continue with the academics. But for the career design part, we need to have a system where the thousands of hours of contents what we have created for the students, we need to deliver in the best format. We need to make sure that every minute the students spent to learn it, it is going to their brain. Normally, it takes 5,000 hours to transform a normal person into a professional. But in our system, we need only 500 hours. If we can spare 500 hours in this system, the product quality will be many-fold better than the normal conventional methods. In the FSM, our final goal is the character design, redesign basically. We all have almost 100 character deficiencies. We already identified in the FSM almost 100 character deficiencies. Each deficiency is an efficiency drain hole also. So in our voyage, normally we tell that it's a 5-year voyage to transform you from a normal person to a terrorist. But at least in the campus, you get 4 years. If you start from the beginning, at the end of the journey, you are almost transformed. Next 1 year in the industry also will transform you, and you will be like you are joining as a karate student, and after 5 years you become a black belt. Here you are transforming yourself and you are a totally different person. You will feel yourself that I am the best. I am like a commando. I am not like a normal security guard. We always say that this karate training is like transforming a normal security guard into a commando. A commando can handle any project by himself. Almost 200 efficiency drain holes in him we identify and we plug. For example, the lesson number 1, punctuality. For a tortoise or in FSM, 8 o'clock means 7 hours, 59 minutes and 60 seconds. For example, if you are following FSM in this institute, today when 11 o'clock when we start this class, entire student, 100% attendance will be here. Because that will be the attitude of the students. If I miss this session, I am doing a crime. That feel they should have. They will be here exactly 10 hours, 59 minutes and 60 seconds, they will be here. These are all character deficiency. If you are not doing it, it's the character deficiency. We need to realize it. Because this character deficiency is not your mistake. Because naturally our society, our culture, everything make us follow the same thing. But it is your responsibility to correct it yourself if you really want to become a real professional. So, my very humble request is try for a redesign of your career design. It is not too late, and we are there to support you. This mighty mariner journey itself is to educate the students about the real need of professionals in the industry. Because industry's quality depends on the human resource there. And human resource quality depends on the effort put by each individual. We are all lucky that we are all landed in a country like UAE. Believe me, we have office in all these 30 countries, and I need to travel to all these offices, and we have clients in more than 112 countries also. So I normally cover at least 60 to 75 countries for my official journeys. But there is no country like UAE existing in the world. The moment I land anywhere, I just want to come back to UAE because the freedom I feel here, the security I feel here, the versatility of the country, unbelievable. So you are all lucky that you are a part of this country and you are all nationals. It is your responsibility to take this country to new heights. So wake up. Let us join hands. Let us transform you to the new professionals of the maritime sector. And I am so happy that I got a chance to come here and address you. Thank you very much.